There is something new every day. The future feels so unpredictable. Where could we be in 15 years? Our playgrounds may change. Learning may not need classrooms. Robots might help us meet time for more important things. Will virtual life be our new social life? Coming? Don't worry about what the future will look like. Just prepare for it. Fearless plans from Aegis Federal Life Insurance help you and your family prepare for the future. Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Backstage with Boria with two people who've just made history. And Ashwini, very dear friend of mine, third Olympic Games. Crazy. I mean, if you think of the consistency 1 year back, how many of us had given her a chance? Even myself. Hardly. And look at the performance graph since then and the qualification scenario. The kind of effort that the two have put in, Tanisha, I mean, some of the matches which we were able to watch either on YouTube or on television, the way they performed, whether it is in India and beyond, the way they have both motivated themselves and made the cut, phenomenal. And that's what we are here to celebrate. We are here to celebrate, yes, the cutoff is formally on the 28th of April, but all of us now know that it's just a formality because they have all made the Olympics cut. So first, many congratulations, Ashwini. Tell me your first thoughts.
Thank you so much, Boria. I think both Tanisha and me, we were very happy to know that last week we made the cut. Of course, it has been a very interesting journey because it's just been a little over a year since Tanisha and I started playing together. And I think when we started playing, the Olympics seemed so far away because we were starting from scratch. And we hardly got any entries into any of the big tournaments. It's only been this year that we've played the big tournaments. So yeah, it's been very special. And I'm very happy that both Tanisha and we made it to this Olympics.
So Super 100 to Super 300 to Super 750 to all. Tanisha, first thoughts?
I think it's been great. It was always one tournament at a time. And from challenge to 100 to 300, it was a great progress. And of course, we aim for the bigger tournaments. But yeah, who knew that these small little wins would actually make the big picture?
So let me go step by step. What prompted the partnership? Ashwini, you go first. How did this happen? And I don't want to sort of, because if I don't want to sort of make you seem old because you are.
That's okay.
The third Olympics. It is humongous in terms of an achievement. But tell me, how did the partnership happen and how did things evolve?
I think, after last 2022, I had taken a break from women's doubles and we finished the Commonwealth Games and there was a break. But then Tanisha has always been at the back of my mind because she's an up-and-coming youngster. She's very good, very talented. And when I'd watched her play, I felt that she's a player who would definitely complement Mike's style of play, which is pretty offensive and good from the back of the court. And Tanisha's fantastic in mixed doubles, brilliant at the net. So she was always at the back of my mind. But of course, I needed that break. And I think when it came to forming the partnership, it was both Tanisha and me sitting down together and deciding whether we wanted to play, because it's important that both of us wanted to play with each other. And fortunately for us, I think both of us were at that stage where we were like, yes, let's give this a shot. It's going to be good. Even though there's, like you mentioned, there's a massive age gap. But having said that, I think things worked out in our favor because both of us were keen on trying this new partnership. And that's the key element, that both of us wanted to give it a shot and it wasn't forced down our throats. And I think that's what made it very special, because I think when we started off together, we started with a lot of positivity in that sense, because we were looking at playing well together and fortunately it's worked out.
I've covered her, Tanisha, from I don't know how many years. I mean, London, she's been one of my favorites. I mean, I've done what, 50 interviews with her. So she's one of the best speakers, and I'm putting this on record. I keep telling her, she sort of laughs at me, but she's one of the most articulate people in the circuit, and one of my favorites in terms of doing an interview, because you love when someone expresses herself so well. But same question for you. Why Ashwini? How did it happen? And then give me a little bit of the backstage story. Were you apprehensive? When did you start believing that Olympics is a reality? Just tell me a little bit more.
I think we go back in January when I think we decided this over some good food. And I mean, for me, it was obviously a great opportunity to play with Ashwini Didi, because everyone knows that she's one of the legends of Indian badminton in women's doubles. So I think for me, it was always like, I'm going to make the best of the opportunity, learn as much as I can from her. And I think I very well remember when we just started off the partnership, she said that, let's give it our best shot, and who knows, someday we might even make it to the Olympics. And today this, I have goosebumps saying this, because I clearly remember her saying it in January, and I think since then it has been fabulous. I think we always had this in mind, and because of that, we've always gone for each tournament as one tournament at a time, one match at a time. But like I said, those small wins really made it to the big picture.
Ashwini, I mean, for this a partnership to evolve, self-belief, confidence in each other's ability, having each other's back, even off-court chemistry. Can you describe a little bit of that? I mean, how did that evolve? Because traveling, isolation, and all of these things, that it's not easy to be athletes. I mean, the media only sees the glam now that you've sort of qualified, but there is the difficult backstage to evolve this partnership to today. Can you just give me a little bit of that? And when did you start believing that, the Olympics door might just open up?
Well, to be honest, for us, I think that very first tournament where we got an entry was a Super 500 in Indonesia, where we reached the quarters, and that was our first tournament together as a pair. Yeah. That spoke volumes as to what we were capable of doing as a partnership. And I mean, I think the journey so far for us, since we were starting from scratch, we were traveling on our own, we weren't a part of any team. In a lot of ways, that built a lot of belief within the partnership, because we were doing things together as a pair. We were traveling together, we were staying together. We didn't have anyone sitting with us and trying to get us together, but Tanisha and me doing it ourselves. And I think, like Tanisha would agree, one of her favorite things to do is definitely go out and have a good meal. And I think that's one of the ways where the two of us tend to break barriers, because that's needed, especially since we have quite a big age gap between the two of us. It's important for us to go and do things outside of the game. So we've also gone to amusement parks, we go out, and I think those little things that we do off court definitely helps us to get better and bond better on court. The journey hasn't been easy, but it's been a fun, challenging journey so far, and it's been nice because we've gradually progressed from the smaller tournaments to the bigger tournaments. And I think my all-time favorite would be the time when Tanisha and I traveled for these challenge tournaments. And then it was about the two of us learning from those matches, learning and evolving on the go as we were playing. And at that moment, I knew that, okay, yeah, we guys have something special, because to be able to change game styles from offensive style to defensive style when needed without having anyone at the back, and for Tanisha being really young to understand the change, that was something which was very special, especially because we definitely played those tournaments to go out there and win, and having a lot of pressure to do so and to be able to take that pressure and win is important.
Super. I've watched a lot of your matches, so I can understand what you're talking about. I mean, it sort of became a second habit to just switch on to the BWF YouTube channel and watch you all play, and was so much joy when you all started winning and all. But when you say a good meal, what is a good meal? I mean, are you both foodies, Tanisha? What's the deal? I mean, cheap meals or what is a good meal?
No, I think we both love food, and I think that's how we actually started. So I think it's like our thing, be it a good match or a bad match, we always go for some good food. It's like good food is equal to happy us.
Fantastic.
So, so yeah, we always make sure to go and get some good food, and then we sit and talk about a lot of things. So that really like brightens up the mood, and yeah, I really love that about us.
Last few, but now the story starts. You've qualified. I mean, now the big do is Paris. What's the plan? Have you started thinking about it? Next 3 months, you are in Paris. You're third, her first. All of us will be there putting pressure on you. Ashwini, what are you doing? Tanisha, what are you doing? Come on, give us something to celebrate. Beat the top players again. Have you thought about it?
I think it's amazing. This is gonna be my first Olympics. It's a very different feeling. I'm still not able to believe it that yeah, I'm going to Olympics. And of course, the first goal was to make it to Olympics, and now the goal is to go and win a medal there. So we're gonna give it all, practice, practice even harder, and I'm actually waiting to go back to the academy and train a lot with Didi, sit and discuss about our matches, how we need to work on things, how we can think of different training programs that might work for us. I kind of love all of these little parts that make it to the actual picture. It's really fun to actually do a lot of things with Didi and the coaches together. So I'm very, very excited to see how we are going to train the next two, 2 to 3 months till Olympics. But yeah, I'm very happy, I'm very grateful for everything, for a lot of things actually, that I'm making it to my first Olympics and Didi for her third Olympics.
Such an honest answer. But Ashwini, truth is, without putting pressure on you, you're a legend of Indian sport. You're a world champion. You've got a medal. You have won everything that there is except this one. So I mean, I don't want to put pressure, but tell me.
Honestly speaking, Boria, I don't think there's a lot of pressure on Tanisha and me, because I feel like our main goal would be to go and put up a fantastic performance. And to put up a fantastic performance, we will definitely be training accordingly. So that means working with the coaches, doing what needs to be done in order for us to go to the Olympics and put the best possible performance we can at the Olympics. And of course, the medals would be at the back of our mind. But I think the first things first is to go there and play really well and play high quality badminton. And in order to do that, we will be training and working and doing whatever is needed. And along the way, we'll also be playing a couple of tournaments, which will give us that break in between, go and compete. And we need those tournaments in between. Otherwise, it's going to be too much of just training, which is not good for us. So it's going to be a mixture of training, playing those tournaments, coming back and regrouping again for the Olympics. And I'm looking forward to it because I feel like it's exciting because it's another stage for Tanisha and me as a partnership. We've gradually gone from one level to the other, and I feel like in a lot of ways we've got to the third level, and the Olympics, of course, is the fourth. So for us to get ready for that next hurdle, it's a lot of work. And nice thing is the both of us are always ready to put in that effort and ever ready to go and train and work and do what needs to be done. So yeah, very excited about working with the coaches and doing whatever needs to be done in order for us to perform well.
I'll leave it at that with the statement that all of us from Revsportz, 5, 6 of us will be there in Paris for every match of yours. I mean, whatever, good, bad, don't care, but we will celebrate you. For every point, we will celebrate you. For every step that you guys take, we will celebrate you. Because in India, we are starved of champions. And Ashwini Ponnappa, you're an inspiration. I mean, to be able to do what you've done, trust me when I say this, and will forever say it. And Tanisha, brilliant. I mean, so much left for you to give to the sport, and great career ahead. All I can say is, I don't care whether you win a medal or not, you are already winners. And in Paris, you will see that. We will be there in full steam. The whole team will be there, backing you guys at every step. So thank you very much for joining me. Many congratulations once again, and keep making us proud.
Thanks,
Boria. Yeah.
Thank you.
See you.